My goodness. People, seeing is believing. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the view. Welcome to the channel. 1-0 to the Ars. 1-0 to the Arsenal. We have just beaten Manchester City in the Premier League. And where do I start, man? Jesus Christ. Listen, I'm going to say this first and foremost. Let me get this out of the. Declan Rice is a different human being, you know. Like, we won that game because of Declan Rice. The team played amazingly, fantastic in terms of the fighting spirit, in terms of this was a very custom game in terms of the tactics. We needed to beat Man City. We needed to find a way past Pep Guardiola's men, and we managed to play in a way, just go out there, go out on the pitch without Bukayo Saka, without Martinelli starting, go out there without Thomas Partey, and yes, just play how I wanted us to play. At times, it's not pretty to see. At times, it's not enjoyable. But this is how you beat Manchester City, people. Make no mistake about it. Please drop a like on the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Hey, where do we? Yo, tell me in the comments what you lot thought of that game because I tell you what. Listen, you see this guy here, yeah, our angel, Gabriel, our angel, yeah, coming in finally off the injury and scoring a beautiful deflected goal. Today we saw madnesses. We saw Gabriel Jesus's fitness return to fully be where it needs to be, starting games consecutively, ending games, full 90-minute in his legs. We saw Doku getting cooked by Ben White, Benny Blanco. And let me tell you, lot, what we also saw, yeah, is the best. And I'm going to say it right here, right now. We also saw the best center back partnership that exists in the Premier League, people. Unbelievable performance by these two guys that you're looking at over here, William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes. This game was played exactly how it needed to be played. Let me say that again. The game was played exactly how it needed to be played, especially without Bukayo Saka. We needed to be able to find a way just to nullify them. We needed to be able to find a way just to essentially get into the game, settle in. The first 10, 15, I would say 20 minutes, we saw a few loose passes, and that's that period there. I think Mikel gave them direct instructions to say, to go out there and he would have said to them, look, let's maintain a clean sheet and let's try to get into the game. Let's try to feel what they're on in the first or for the first 25 minutes, 30 minutes or so in the first half. Whatever you do, boys, do not concede in that first half. And this is what you saw. It was a result of effectively the tactics by Mikel and the coaching staff being implemented out there in the pitch. The lineup was exactly how I predicted it to be. The only thing I got wrong was Jorginho. And I say that to say this. I think he had a brilliant game. Jorginho is brilliant when he's got another solid midfielder next to him or near him, just making sure that he's backed and there's not too much spaces around him. Once that happens, and I think I've also noticed that Jorginho's form in terms of getting this little sequence of games and getting these minutes is getting better. His form is getting better. His form is getting better to so much to an extent where you can probably see him starting another few Premier League games. I'm sure Mikel's going to most certainly look into that just to make sure that Declan Rice gets a rest here and there at some point in the season. And obviously Thomas Partey always needs to be managed in terms of his fitness. But yeah, brilliant performance coming in and just making sure that we don't get overrun and making sure that things are kept nice and neat, making sure that the midfield is fluid as much as possible. And when it's time to get stuck in it and be in the mud. He's also the right player for that. He can also get the referee's attention. Um, Jorginho, he can also do things that just other midfielders like don't have the quality. But I tell you, one major quality that we most certainly have not seen for a very long time at this football club, people, is Declan Rice's quality, bro. He is bro. Every time I watch Declan Rice play, like it's mad. Like the way how he has like his last ditch tackles, those last ditch sliders and stuff like that, it is unbelievable. Like I've got one right here, and this is what I'm trying to this is what I'm trying to say. Like it's mad the way how he can just do it. I don't know the levels of physique to him, the levels of like just bro. We have not had a player like this for a very, very long time, bro. Declan Rice, he has to continue to be my man of the match. There's no way he's not going to be the man of the match again for this game. As much as I love to reward goal scorers with man of the match sort of ratings and stuff like that. And of course, Gabriel Martinelli, coming in from that injury and scoring the way he scored and even playing the way he played. I think he was really sharp. I think he's incredibly direct. Uh, Martinelli is crucial to our starting 11. This is why he starts. I get it now. Like Martinelli will never ever, well, I won't say never, but as things stand, he won't be benched by Trossard. His form has got to go very, very because he's just so direct and he takes risks that many other players don't take. Like it's Saka and Martinelli in it when it comes to that creative aspect. If it's not coming from the middle, by the captain Martin Odegaard, it's coming from one of those two guys. It is what it is. But yeah, people, man, I say that to say this. Zinchenko again. The only problem with Zinchenko is that he can't obviously last the full 90 minutes for some reason. But Zinchenko, for me, brilliant today in the midfield. There was a couple moments where he was starting to do the zigzag, go this way, turn around, go that way. I was like, yo, Zinchenko, you're the last line of the outfield play. Like if you lose the ball here, but he didn't. He kept control. He kept the ball ticking. Zinchenko is brilliant when it comes to vertical passes. I like players that play vertical passes. Zinchenko is one of them. Thomas Partey is another. Declan Rice is another. And yeah, man, Eddie Nketiah again doing the most that he can do, huffing and puffing. You like it's so clear to see the differences between Eddie Nketiah and Gabriel Jesus, especially when they're playing the same game. Gabriel Jesus is just more of a flary player, has got more technical ability and all of these things, as opposed to Nketiah. But Nketiah tries hard, innit? He tries hard. There's certain things that he does though, where you're like, bro, you should have just done the opposite, or you should have just done this, or this was much easier. And Gabriel Jesus today, he's also guilty of that as well. There's a couple moments, there's a few moments where he could have literally just laid the ball through, he could have passed, and maybe we would have got a better chance to be in on goal. But listen, man, I can't complain. I can't argue, man. 2015, since the last time we beat these lot, bro. I'm like, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. What this win means for Arsenal, for the Premier League, for Man City as well is big. Like it's big, symbolic. It's symbolically, it's a very big win for us, and I think it's going to propel us to get to places in this Premier League, like really get to places now. It's not going to be as simple. I don't think it's going to be as easy as a two-horse race in terms of Arsenal and Man City. You're going to have your Tottenhams there by all intents and purposes, how they're playing and the results that they're getting. You're going to have your Liverpools there. I think Liverpool are back to a certain extent, maybe not back like Wijnaldum and Mane and that kind of back. But Liverpool they're more or less there. They're in and amongst it. But yeah, man. Geez, bro. I'll be honest. See this right here. This is beautiful to see. This is what we needed to see, bro. We needed to see this Premier League win right here. You see it there? Green. W's on W's. Beat them in the Community Shield. Beat them in the Premier League. And long may it continue, man. Long may it continue. People, of course, I'm going to do my player rating videos very soon. But let me know what you guys thought of the game. I just thought that this is a seismic win for Arsenal. I thought it was paramount that we get the W. I thought, with City not having Rodri, not having Kevin De Bruyne, John Stones not starting as well, who I thought would have made a real difference if he had started in that midfield as opposed to Kovacic. And how can I forget this point as well? Like Kovacic staying on the field, that was a howler by that referee, and that referee is supposedly supposed to be the best referee in the Premier League, but that was a howler, bro. Kovacic should have been sent off on 2 yellows. That was definitely a bookable offense. You can clearly see Rice, he just gives it a little bit of space and he gives him that knock on his back of his foot. Should have been sent off. We potentially could have won this game by a higher margin, goal difference, all of that jazz. That's the only thing that essentially separates us from the Spuds. I can't believe Tottenham, these are dizzying heights for Tottenham, They're out here on some dizzying height thing. Like Tottenham out here on some dizzying height thing. But you know what? Cool. We deal with them when it comes to the reverse fixture later down the line. But yeah, man, in terms of what this does for the table, people, make no mistake, Tottenham, Arsenal, the only two still unbeaten teams in the league. It's looking saucy right now. It's looking real interesting. And only eight games played, but I feel like we've already been through so much drama. Quickly showed you guys there the other results for today. Liverpool, of course, drawing with Brighton, West Ham drawing with Newcastle, Wolverhampton Wanderers drawing with Aston Villa. It was a game of draws until Arsenal, Manchester City changed that. And yeah, man, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm so happy, bro. Like you lot don't even understand. When that goal went in, I was like, nearly not. Yo, it was a madness. Like it just feels like such a relief because that game biting my nails. I couldn't stop. Like I couldn't stop feeling anxious about City just getting that last minute 86 winner, but it didn't happen. We're gonna have a brilliant weekend. Fantastic. Unfortunately, we're not obviously there, top of the table, but look, it is where it is. We're there, man. 20 points after 8 games played. We are most certainly in and amongst the sort of top tier teams in the Premier League. And Mikel, I have to big him up today because today he got it spot on. Substitutions, all of these, like as much as I don't like to see Zinchenko coming off when he's having a good game. I think in terms it's just fitness, he just needs to come off. But look who comes on for him: Tomayasu, Kai Havertz with the assist, just laying it for Gabriel Martinelli. Beautiful scenes, don't you love to see it, people? Arsenal fans all over the world. Trust me, put your feet up today, this evening. Enjoy the evening. We are back and we have beaten City. I've already messaged my boy Danny. Danny, you already know. He's talking about, oh yeah, City had to lose to make it interesting for the league and red tete, bro. These guys are, you get me? They're just, you get me? Man City, these plastic fans, like the real ones, big up the real Man City fans. All of these glory hunters, and you know, when they lose, they go into hiding. Come outside, man. Come outside, B. Anyways, I'll see you lot in the player ratings, man. I'm out of here. Peace.